Welcome back. We're live with another episode of the Two Count Kickout Podcast, episode 13, if I'm not mistaken.
I was about to say, I think it's 13.
I believe so. If it's not 13, then I guess sorry.
Yeah. Hey, well, we make mistakes.
We make mistakes here. We're not Math is not my strong suit. I don't know if
Oh
it's
no.
yours.
Oh
Yeah,
no.
so
I'm an English teacher, so no.
and I'm not a teacher, so the school is it's out of there for me. So but yeah, we're down another member, Tay, again today. He had a football game though, so he's coaching them up. Hopefully they get the dub. So we'll have him back next week. Yeah, they better get the dub, right? They better get the dub. He's missing this second week in a row, Tay. Get it together. So we'll have Tay back next week for the Bad Blood recap. He did send us in his prediction, so we'll share those too. But same crew back with us with you guys again. I'm DJ with my main man.
You already know it's Cameron, aka Cam. I was gonna say Nori Mac.
Hey, yeah. I was wondering. I was like, is he gonna do the alias or the nickname? So he just
Cam,
Cam
AKA.
today.
What's up, y'all?
All right. Yes, we're back for episode 13, if we're not mistaken. And it's time to do some Bad Blood predictions.
I was gonna start singing a Taylor Swift song, and I was like, nah, because look at copyright, and people will be like, why are you singing that?
Yep, you're gonna get us kicked off. They're gonna cancel the show. Taylor Swift's gonna send us a copyright notice and all that. We don't need that, man. We're just getting started.
Right. We don't even get paid by YouTube yet.
Exactly. So yeah, we're gonna do some Bad Blood predictions. Tay did, like I said, Tay sent us in his, so we'll share those, and let's kick it off with one of the biggest matches on the card, and the one that is going to kick off Bad Blood and also kick off our predictions. CM Punk and Drew McIntyre in Hell in a Cell.
Yep.
How are we feeling about it? Well, I know how we're feeling, but I'm excited to see it though.
Yeah, it's not the fact that, we're not excited to see it. It's more along the fact that this is definitely the match that should have ended it. But
sure.
I guess they're waiting to pull something at the end of the show to save it. That's why it's going last, but still, this is another reason why 2 Hell in a Cell matches could have helped the show. A little bit of space between some more drama. But no, we only got one in Dominus Shark.
We'll get to that.
I'll get to that.
I have some a bone to pick with that match as well, as I know you do too. So
yes.
So we got Drew and CM Punk completing their trilogy. Safe to assume that they'll go their separate ways after this match.
Mm-hmm.
Probably the winner will be next in line to be the contender for the World Heavyweight Championship.
Mm-hmm.
So in that respect, I'm going with CM Punk just because of that layer there of potentially that then they'll go on to the World Championship, and Gunther's a heel, so we definitely won't have heel versus heel, not yet. So I'm going with CM Punk. How this match turns out, I don't know. I'm just worried about CM Punk, honestly. I just don't want him to get hurt.
It's gonna be violent, but I also feel like that even though they don't like each other in real life, I feel like they at least have enough respect for Triple H that they're gonna beat the crap out of each other, but they're not gonna actually purposely harm one another to the degree of injury. I'm with you. I'm saying CM Punk is winning because it just makes. Then again, Triple H is kind of just making sense out the way. First of all, opening the show with Hell in a Cell, but that's not here yet. It's Triple H. It's CM Punk winning. and ending it. Do you think we're going to get blood?
I hope so. I I would hope that they would, since they're only doing one Hell in a Cell match.
Yeah.
This one has to live up to the history of the match, and the only time we didn't see blood in a Hell in a Cell match is like during the Extreme PG era.
Yeah.
So I think they will. They're getting a lot more edgier, and with the move to Netflix, maybe they're trying to draw in some new eyes to the product. So I, I would I would hope they would do some blood in there, but
Right.
do you think they will?
Yes and no. Because I could see it, yes, because like you said, they're moving towards a different direction.
Mhm.
But I also know that blood is something that like a lot of the sponsors kind of like shy away from. And even
Yeah.
though, yeah, they're owned by the same company that does UFC, UFC, it's more common
Mhm.
for, blood, and they're not more geared towards like younger, younger people. So,
Right.
yes, I could potentially see it, but not like dripping like
Yeah,
literally
not Ric Flair blood. We
throw
won't.
down. That
We
you say
we
hi
won't
to
see
Rick,
any of that.
he's just gosh.
Hey,
What's
hey, Rick. You're bleeding.
why are you
What's going
bleeding?
on?
What the hell?
What happened?
What?
Put
I,
put
I,
the blade down,
I
Rick.
just said hi to you. I said 5 words to him. Hi,
Oh
I'm
man,
SpongeBob.
blood. Oh
What?
man. Yeah, we won't see any Ric Flair blood, but I do think to add to the brutality of the match, they have to do it.
Right.
Something. We definitely won't see any Taker Mankind
Oh
spots,
no.
or anything like that.
Oh no.
So don't
Especially with
expect any.
Punk, like, not injury prone,
Yeah,
but just kind of come back from injury. Oh no, like they may go through the announce table from the side, but not from all the way up there.
yeah. I think I don't think we'll see any more extreme spots like that. I mean, the closest one we got was Drew and Randy Hell in a
Oh,
Cell
yeah.
a few years back. But that wasn't even from the top of the cell. It
I
was from the
forgot
side of
about
the
that.
cage.
I
Yeah,
forgot that
so
they had that whole. I forgot
yep.
about that whole Hell in a Cell pay-per-view.
Oh yeah,
Um,
it can be forgotten.
was that the
It
Roman
can.
J one?
Yeah, it was,
Okay.
and that was it. Didn't they? Yeah, it was I Quit
Wait,
in Hell in a Cell, which
yeah.
was weird.
Like, wait a minute, that doesn't.
And another man threw in the towel on his behalf. So
Yeah.
we don't have to get into
We,
that.
we,
We don't have to get into
I do
that.
have a
So
question for the end of the show though. So,
okay, all
but
right.
I'll remember it.
And then I think Tay pick
Tape it, Punk.
Tay pick Punk as well. So
Right.
I think we're all on the same page here. We got a clean sweep
Hope so.
on this one. Yeah, let me not speak too soon, but I really feel like he's gonna win though. I think and again we don't know. It's how often do we see people get 2 dubs in a row other than
I'll try to
Cody
get
Rhodes over
Tito.
Seth Rollins. Um
Mhm.
so yeah, hopefully Punk wins. I would like to see Punk and Gunther in the near future.
Oh yeah.
But I think that will probably be the direction if he does end up winning. So
That match may kill Punk. I'm not gonna lie. When we get to it, that match may kill Punk like
yeah,
momentarily for a little bit.
that might be the one we should be worried about instead of Hell in a Cell. We'll yeah, the
Just
that
those swivel
no
chops. I flinch watching
yeah.
them.
Yeah, and even blind people that are,
Uh-huh.
and yeah, you hear that, you're wincing like yeah,
Why would you put yourself up for that?
I don't know.
Especially
I
like
don't
back
know.
in the indies, like those indie got like when like he was in the indies, like why would you do this to yourself? Because back then he would really chop the hell out you. Like,
Yeah. Yeah.
WWE, it's a little bit more protected. Indies, they didn't care. They were just trying to, it was for the love of the game.
Exactly. Yeah, so you're
Just starts
feeling
thinking
these
about
chops.
it. Just thinking.
Yeah. Yeah, no, I don't I don't know if I could take a Gunter chop.
I know I couldn't for
No,
sure.
no. Okay. So we got that one out the way. Hopefully we get a clean sweep there. And Tay can stop saying he's always right because we'll be there with him.
Right.
Um,
I'm scared
I'll
to
let
go
you.
against him. I'm not gonna lie.
Right? No, that's what I'm saying. I'm kind of like glancing over at his picks too, and like, should we go? I think Tay's on a streak, so I might save face and just pick everything he did.
Yeah.
Next, do you wanna?
We'll
I'll
go.
let you pick this time.
I'll go. We'll go Nia Jax versus Bailey. I think Nia's retaining because now I'm seeing the split between Tiffany and Nia,
Mm-hmm.
which I'm not a big, like I said, I'm not a big, I feel like they should have won the tag titles before they started the split just to give, Tiffany more main roster credit and credibility.
Yeah.
Yes, she's Miss Money in the Bank, but imagine her Miss Money in the Bank and carrying the tag titles. Like, that'd be kind of cool. And making Nia the first double champion since, I think, Becky? I think she'd be the first, well, not counting when Ronda and Shayna won the tag titles, because that was stupid.
Oh, Bailey was, or
Yeah, that was after. I get it
yeah,
mixed up.
Bailey was.
I get the timeline mixed. I've tried to forget
It's all
2012.
right. It all kind of blurred together from 2019 to 2020
Bailey
and
and
21.
Sasha, because
Yeah.
because
Yep. Because Sasha was, that messy Matt. Wasn't that at Extreme? Was that Extreme Rules? No, that's when
it
Asuka won
was
it back.
something. It was
Can't remember.
stupid.
Yeah, but it was dumb. Bailey just puts on the ref shirt and counts. Like that was a stupid finish. But
I looked at it, I was like, are y'all for real?
yeah, they were for real. And I was like, she's really acting like she's Raw Women's Champion.
You're
And they
right.
held a sanctioned match to put the title back on Asuka. That was weird times. Weird times. I think I'm gonna go. Nia too. I don't see her. The thing with how long do you think they're gonna tease before they have Tiffany turn and cash in? How long can they drag out this Nia title reign?
It wouldn't be a Rumble thing. I mean, not Rumble thing, WrestleMania thing. Because I would hope
No.
not. Because if the only way I could see it going to WrestleMania is if the winner of the Women's Royal Rumble picked the Women's World Champion instead. Because then you have the open void, but then that takes away an Elimination Chamber match from the SmackDown women. Maybe by the end of the year. I could see by the end of the year, definitely that it's kind of over.
Because it's October now, so that makes sense. That makes sense.
Definitely by the end of the year.
Charlotte will probably be coming back soon. Maybe that's our Royal Rumble winner, Women's Royal Rumble winner.
Not again.
To set up Tiffany and Charlotte at Mania. I think that's what they're gonna do, but we'll get into that.
I want to see Charlotte in a chamber match. She's actually the only horsewoman that's never been in a chamber match.
She hasn't. Wow, yeah, she hasn't been. Oh, strike that. No, don't win the Rumble.
Right.
You can win the chamber, Charlotte.
Chamber. Your dad's never been. Ric Flair's the only Evolution member never to be in the chamber.
Oh yeah, that's true. And 3 of them were in the same one.
Yeah.
Was that 05?
05? When Batista 05? Just ran through everybody, and I was like, I'm good.
Yeah. So yeah, I'm going with Nia for pretty much the same reasons as you.
Unless we get Tiffany cash in.
Do we think that they would be that soon though?
The only way I could see it is if it's a double down and Tiffany's already at ringside. She's like, well, I'm already here. Throw it in the briefcase. I even feel like she wouldn't even pin Nia. She would make it a triple threat and then pin Bailey. Till that way it also creates a split ball, also kind of saying like Tiffany didn't beat Nia for the title.
Right.
So I mean, my official guess is Nia, but I also have the backup plan of Tiffany making a triple threat and then pinning Bailey for it. And then that also kind of splinters them all.
Yeah, a cash in would make things a lot more interesting. I wouldn't mind that at all, but I'm gonna go Nia too. Maybe we do see the cash in, and I think Tay went Nia as well. So hopefully we get another clean sweep with that one. Next we'll go Damian Priest and Finn Balor. This has been a match that I've been wanting to see for a while. So even since they started teasing, I was like, yeah, I'm ready. I was hoping that maybe Finn would be world champ, and then they could have had the title. But I digress. I'm gonna go. I don't know. I feel like Finn's gonna win. I feel like he's gonna win.
That's
just because
I'm thinking.
Every Judgment Day, like they're.
I also feel like they wouldn't have a double Judgment Day win.
Victory, yeah. That's kind of what's holding me back too. But I'm gonna go Finn.
You're gonna go Finn.
I'm going Finn. I'm just going. I'm doubling down. I'm going Finn. I think Judgment Day screws Damian once again, and Finn gets a cheap victory. I do think Damian will get his win back, probably at Crown Jewel. But I'm gonna go Finn for this one.
And I'm with you on Finn for a different reason, because I feel like Damian would cost Finn and JD the tag titles if he did lose. Just to get, some payback and then set up the match at Crown Jewel. But I also don't want Tay to be here next week and bragging that he got it right.
That's what I'm saying, man. I'm feeling that, but I don't know. It's just my gut. We have to trust our guts, Cameron. We have to trust them. We have to trust our gut.
But then that means that Rhea's winning the title back, and if it was a Hell in a Cell match, it would have made more sense. We'll get into that in the match. They're not gonna do a double. I'm going with Damian against my better judgment. I'm going with Damian just because
go ahead.
It makes more sense than having a double Judgment Day win, especially coming off of what was the last show? Oh, Bash in Berlin.
Yeah.
It makes a lot more. It wouldn't make a lot of sense after the Terror Twins win, and then having a double Judgment Day victory. Like one of them has to lose, and they're not going to take the title off of Liv like that, because it just wouldn't make sense having it go right back to Rhea.
I understand that, but I think they will put it back on Rhea just because she got injured and she had to vacate.
They also wouldn't have made that stupid stipulation of Dom in a shark cage if they were going to have.
Yeah, that's true.
If they were going to have her win, that's why I'm like,
I forgot about Dom.
And even then, it could just be I don't think Triple H would do this because it's a pay-per-view, but because he's different than Vince. But even if it's a DQ finish for
oh yeah, there's that layer too. Wait, so the Shark Tank or Shark Cage is
I'm still Finn and Tay.
Oh yeah. My bad. Let's get through this so we can talk about their match.
I'm going Dame, and if I'm wrong, Tay's wrong, and that's I'm ready with
celebrate the small win.
Right. That means every male match. Okay, I'll get to it after when we do the last prediction, because that's also not calculating in my head, and it's irking me. I'll get to it when we get to the main event. Just say what were you about to say about all the faces, and I'll be like,
okay. Yeah. So you guys going Damian, and I'm going Finn. Hopefully I can be right, so I can brag next week.
Fine,
like
bro.
Tay.
Honestly, hey, bro, I'm like, hey, look, at least one of us had to be right instead of both of us being wrong. And Tay, that's like, I knew it.
Yeah, and also I'm just sick of seeing Finn get pinned. Like but I digress.
I love Finn. He doesn't wrestle that much. When's the
Yeah.
last time Finn's had
A
God,
one-on-one match?
even a
I don't
match
know.
on pay-per-view?
That's a very good point because they defended the tag titles on Raw. So
Right. I think the last match he had on pay-per-view was Mania.
I think you're right.
Because he
I
didn't.
think you're right.
Yeah, because he didn't at Backlash. He didn't qualify for Money in the Bank. He didn't at Bash. He didn't at SummerSlam. I don't think he's had a pay-per-view match since Mania.
Oh, he hasn't. He hasn't. Oh, so okay. I'm tripling down then. He's gonna win. He's gonna win. He's gonna win. All right. We'll see though. All right, but let's move on to the match that we were segueing. I guess this is a perfect segue
Yes.
into and I'm mad that we joked about this. I'm so mad that we joked. We spoke this up.
It's
All WWE fans and viewers of this podcast, we apologize for speaking this into fruition. Rhea Ripley and Liv Morgan for the Women's World Championship with Dominic Mysterio suspended in a shark cage. Why?
Who thought this was a good idea?
Nobody.
Nobody. You know the one. I don't even know if he's a producer anymore for WWE. This sounds like a Michael Hayes idea.
It does.
I feel like
does.
Michael Hayes or Abyss was like, hey, you know what would be great? Let's put him in a shark cage. Why? Just cause.
It's so stupid, man. They said no Hell in a Cell, but we'll have a cell in the match. We'll have a cage
hanging above the ring.
There will be bars. And again, to your other point, they're gonna have both of them suspended above the ring. Like it's gonna be weird visually. So we'll see how they do that.
Right.
And also with the Hell in a Cell kicking off the match, so for the rest of the pay-per-view, you're just gonna have this Hell in a Cell just suspended above the ring
yeah, that's true too.
With no other Hell in a Cell match. So that goes another stupid reason to have them open. Because we're just gonna be looking up at this cell for the rest of the PLE.
It's like you be looking at like, especially if you're live in Atlanta. Sure, it would be great if they lowered that cell.
I wish they were gonna bring this back down for another match, but
hey, Dom's
it's
getting out of
there.
the cage. He keeps slipping out of the cage. Well, hey, how about we keep him out of the cage and put Rhea and Liv in the cage? No? Okay. All right. I guess I'll just go to catering.
Fantasy booking here and wishful thinking. I know they're not going to do this, but maybe Dom gets out of the cage somehow. And then they're like, hey, let's bring down the Hell in a Cell. And then he can't get back in. I don't know. That's not going to happen, but it's just fantasy booking here.
It's almost too late to like say, oh yeah, we're just going to do another Hell in a Cell match. Like, yeah, the card is subject to change, but like that's like, hey, this person got injured, we're going to replace the match. Not, hey, we're just going to remake the whole. It's so stupid. Why?
It is. It's extremely dumb.
You have a pay-per-view called Bad Blood, known for very serious rivalries. Triple H, you have main evented Bad Blood with your best friends, 2 of them. You know how important Hell in a Cell. I love Triple H, but he irritates me because it makes
I'm irritated too. And then on the Bad Blood logo, the Hell in a Cell is in the middle of the wording, so, or at least the cage is. So you're theming it around Hell in a Cell, but we only have one Hell in a Cell match,
and it's the first match.
Yeah, and there's 2 perfectly good feuds to have Hell in a Cell. So, with all that being said, all our grievances, we're supposed to predict a winner. Nobody wins because Dom is going to be in a shark cage,
and it's not Hell in a Cell.
There's no real winners here. Viewers, competitors, nobody's really going to win here.
I feel like Dom's somehow the only winner. That's it. He just gets a nice pay-per-view paycheck just chilling in a shark cage.
Yeah. So to humor the predictions, I'm gonna go Rhea just because I did go Finn, and I do agree that if one wins, one has to lose. So I do think they're gonna put the title back on Rhea. Like I said, just because she was injured, had to vacate the title. I think that they'll put it back on her. And then who do they? It's hard for me to say Liv because who do they go with after that? I feel like there's more viable challengers for
Becky
Rhea.
could come back.
Oh yeah, Becky. Yeah, Becky is a layer
She
there.
could do a mini feud with Zelina, even though it wouldn't go anywhere. Just kind of killing time until it's time to. She could even start some with Lyra. Like, they
Yeah.
could have like, even if it's just a one off, because we still have Crown Jewel and War Games, which we don't know what they're probably going to put Liv in War Games, which is her first time in War Games. Yes, it would be.
Yeah, it is. It is. It will, or it would be. She does go in.
Yeah, because I'm trying to think how many. Because something I like to do whenever I'm just chilling there is how many people have been like all three main WWE big cage matches: War Games, Hell in a Cell, and Elimination Chamber, and not that many women, obviously, because they haven't started putting women in those matches until lately. But
Yeah.
Becky and Bayley, I think, are the only two women that have been in all three.
Or you're saying, oh, Hell in a
Yeah.
Cell, Elimination Chamber, and War Games. I
Yeah.
was gonna say Bianca, but she hasn't done Hell in a Cell.
Yeah. Oh wait, Bianca has.
Yeah,
Yes.
Bianca.
Because
Yeah, I was
Bianca
gonna
beat
say
Bayley.
Bayley. Yep.
I forgot about that. Yeah. So Bianca,
Yeah,
because Charlotte's
Bayley
missing
and
Elimination Chamber.
Elimination Chamber.
Liv is missing Hell in a Cell and Elimination Chamber. Scratch that. I don't know why.
Wait, hasn't she been in one?
No, she's never.
She hasn't been in Elimination
No,
Chamber?
I meant to say War Games. Sorry.
Oh, I
Yeah,
was about to say I could have sworn
She's the only woman
that
that's
hasn't
been in
done War Games.
every. Yeah, she's been in
Yeah.
every women's Hell in a Cell. I mean, every women's Elimination Chamber. Yeah, I'm thinking. Yeah, because they didn't. They stopped like after like 2020, 2021. Stopped putting women in Hell in a Cell, and I'm like, why? Like, it's actually interesting to see what they do.
It is interesting. Yeah. Yeah. So I'm gonna go Rhea. I think Dom will escape, of course, somehow. Or Liv has the key in her boot or something, and he throws it up. I don't know, something stupid because the stipulation is stupid. And then I think somebody will. I don't know. Damien probably won't come out. I guess it just depends on the order of the matches.
Yeah.
Maybe Damien comes out, interferes. If they do this before Finn and Damien, maybe Damien comes out, intercepts Dom, and then Rhea wins.
It's also that spacing, because
yeah,
you almost have to, and that's another reason why you should have had Hell in a Cell, because the spacing, because now you're putting, because I'm looking at this card, it's CM Punk, Drew McIntyre first, then in order to not have the cage hanging under, like right under, there's no possible way really to make this make sense. There's no.
They screwed up. They screwed up.
The only way is if you do Punk McIntyre and then Priest Balor. They're not going to have two women's matches back to back. Wow, they really screwed this up. They really messed this up.
I think they'll probably do Nia and Bayley after CM Punk and Drew, and then do Damien and Finn, and then.
But then having them out back to back, it's like you might as well just stay out there, especially if they interfere.
Yeah, that's a good point as well. I don't know.
I know.
I don't know.
It's stupid. Like
They tried to give us
way
bad blood
to layer it.
No,
it just switched the order, because then you could do, if you did the tag match first, then you could do the tag match, and then you could do Nia and Bayley, or Liv in Rhea next. Nope. 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 There's no way. You would need another match in order to space it out. Hey, maybe have
Or they could have just did Hell in a Cell for
they,
Rhea and Liv.
they
And,
really could have.
you
They
know,
really could have.
WWE, you can call us at any point
Exactly.
or reach out, and let us know that our ideas are great and you need our creative prowess, and we will gladly come help you guys out.
Yeah.
We'll see how this turns out, but it's gonna be weird.
A match order, man.
Yeah.
Because either way,
Um.
you're having Finn and Damien, and then Rhea and Liv like right next to each other.
Mhm. It's inevitable.
I'm sorry, I'm like actually legitimately getting pissed off about this.
It's all right, man. We only got a couple more matches and we can move on.
Sorry. Liv wins chicanery. Stupid stuff. Dumb falling from the cage. Rhea gets mad and she's like she wants her revenge. She hits him with a riptide. Yeah, sure.
And also, Tay is going
Match
Liv,
card.
so I'm on an island by myself again. Unfortunately,
Island of irrelevancy.
Only if
you do.
I'm wrong. Yeah, only if I'm wrong, then it's irrelevant. But I might be on the island of relevancy. We shall see. Shout out to the tribal chief, the real tribal chief.
I'm not gonna lie. This makes me more mad than the SummerSlam card. I'm not gonna lie.
Yeah, it's not looking too good. I think thankfully that's we only have one match left. So yeah. And that is the Bloodline, Jacob Fatu and Solo Sikoa taking on the weird team of Cody Rhodes and Roman Reigns. This card is so bad it's making you itch.
It's so like looking at it, like I know it's going to deliver, but like just looking at it, it sucks.
It's very disappointing, and I don't like the Triple H regime of saving a lot of big matches for big pay-per-views or people.
If they just didn't do the stupid shark cage, that would have helped it a ton. I'm not gonna lie. Like the stupid shark cage above the ring. Even if you made it like a little like the War Games cage where he's away from the ring, that would still be stupid. Sorry, there's a mosquito. I was trying to kill it. That would still be stupid, but it'd be less stupid. It's like
at least it would have been less stupid, but still stupid nonetheless. So you've been talking about it being in St. Louis. Be grateful that it's not in St. Louis.
Honestly, I would have been like, okay, at least I get to see the stupidity live.
Stupidity is better live in person. That's a good point. But
because I would be like this, like, I mean, at least I'm here. At least I get to see CM Punk live.
Yeah,
this is still stupid.
It's still dumb, but I'm here and I'm witnessing it. Yeah,
yeah,
I feel that. Yeah, so we got this tag match, this random tag match here.
Stupid tag match. I am tired of seeing Cody versus Solo. I'm tired of it. I hope this is the end because
it's not.
It should be.
It's not going to be because I think they're gonna hold off Randy and Cody probably until the Rumble. So
then do Cody versus KO. Do something different. I am tired of the Bloodline. You're not the real tribal chief, but Jacob Fatu should be like, stop, Cody, stop. You finished the story 6 months ago. You
should be done with the Bloodline.
You should have been done 6 months. We could have got Randy Cody. We could have bring AJ Styles back. I will even take a Cody Rhodes Shinsuke Nakamura feud. One, to get Shinsuke on TV, and two, something different. Yeah, they had a little feud last year. But
I was about to say, too bad they already did that.
Even still, it'd be more refreshing than the 2-year-long story of the bloodline. I'm tired of it. Give me something new.
Well, get ready because we're probably gonna see the debut of a few more
I'm
Samoans at the end of the pay-per-view.
I just need some.
So it's not gonna end, Cameron. You know this, right? They're they're not even in they're probably in like the fifth inning, maybe. I'll give them the fifth inning, maybe. But this is gonna extend until WrestleMania because they're gonna do Rock and Roman.
And there's
So
no feasible way to end this except for Cody, because you're not going to reveal the real tribal chief because it's not
no,
Solo.
they're
It's not Solo that they're
nah,
saying by orders of the tribal chief. We all know it's Dwayne,
yeah,
but
yeah,
they're not going to do that in Atlanta at Bad Blood.
no,
No offense to Bad Blood, no offense to Atlanta. But you're not going to do it for a quote unquote B-show pay-per-view.
exactly,
It's just there's only one feasible way of this match ending, and it's Cody getting pinned, and that's stupid because you're making your WWE champion look weak in another tag match after Money in the Bank, which was a tag match that honestly we did we need that match? No, because
no.
we had a variation of it already at Backlash. Then you're just like, hey, let's bring Cody in, and let's put Jake. I'm so tired. I'm getting an actual headache talking about it.
It is
I
very
hate this
annoying.
feud.
It is very annoying, and I don't think. I mean, of course, it's gonna be entertaining to watch the match actually happen, but what I don't need is what I'm afraid of. I'll say is next week on SmackDown after Bad Blood, Cody cuts a promo. Hopefully, it's KO that comes out and goes completely heel. But I don't. I feel like it's gonna be Solo
I feel like
coming
it's
out.
gonna be Randy that's gonna
Yeah,
turn heel instead of like they want to swerve us with making us think it's gonna be KO, and then it's Randy like, yo, I'm sick of this. They put me on the shelf for a year and a half. You call me back for War Games, and you drag me back in with these guys. Get it together. I want my another WWE championship reign. I don't have that much longer, even though he signed the contract till he's 49. But still, wow, WWE, like the logic is not there. So many things right.
yeah. It's not.
Tired of this boy.
Um,
I'm tired.
I'm tired of it too. I'm tired of it too. I don't think. I mean, it was cool after WrestleMania to introduce, Solo saying he's the tribal chief, and
Mm-hmm.
that was intriguing, but it's literally going into the same direction that it's been going. So where we know the end game is Roman and Rock at Mania,
Yeah,
but
it's
Cody doesn't need to be involved in this anymore.
the only thing that's kind
Or
of
Randy
making
Orton
yeah,
or Kevin Owens.
especially Kevin. Kevin's been doing this since the beginning of the bloodline, and he's been dragged. He took himself out so many times, and so many people have dragged him back in. He's like, I'm tired of this. Can I get something new, please? I'll face somebody. I'll face both Pretty Deadly in a match right now. Like, just give me something different.
If I'm Kevin, yeah, I'm asking, like, please don't. I don't want to see Solo, Jacob, Tonga, Tama,
I don't even want to see Rikishi at this point.
Hickory Dickory Doc. I don't want to
Exactly.
see anybody else all involved with this Fatu name.
I don't want to watch a Samoa Joe match. I don't want the
I don't want to see a Rikishi tweet. I
right.
don't want any of this anymore.
I don't want those Girl Scout cookies Samoas.
Oh man,
Leave me
yeah.
alone.
So safe to say, at least me and Cam are sick of the bloodline stuff. I think Tay is enjoying it.
Yeah, he's gotta be the
Or maybe he's
contrarian.
getting some fatigue as well. But I'm very tired of it. Hopefully, this is the last one that Cody is involved with,
Yes.
and he can move on. Which is why I'm going with Cody and Roman to win.
Cody and Roman. I feel like Paul Heyman might come back.
Oh yeah, I would love to have Heyman back.
And then like have the little stare down at the end of the show. But then that means like for all the men's matches, the faces win, and all the women's
Yeah,
matches, the
I was
heels
gonna
win.
say we
And
gotta. Mhm.
that was why I was like, I don't feel comfortable changing any of that. Like the only one maybe would be Finn, Damien, but I just don't think they're gonna have both members of Judgment Day win. It is. This has been like the least enthusiastic about a card I've been in a while. And that's saying something because because SummerSlam was in Cleveland. And still, at least some of that, I was like, yo, this could happen. That could happen. This one, I'm like, I kind of don't care.
Yeah, it's unfortunate because we know it's a B show and it's just setting up for, Survivor Series, or,
Yeah. Because
pointing us in the
Crown
direction
Jewel
of
is
Survivor
next, I think.
Series. Oh yeah, Crown Jewel first, which is another throwaway. They don't really do too many exciting things, um, at the Crown Jewel pay-per-views, but I don't know. Yeah, I'm not. Like we're excited for the action, of course, the entertainment. The matches are gonna be good, but we're just kind of in a weird place to where they're not doing anything really exciting or surprising.
It's the same
Um,
stuff every
yeah.
week.
So at least on SmackDown, hopefully
Yeah.
we'll see a change after Bad Blood. At least Cody can go in a different direction, but I think Tay went Cody Roman too.
Yeah.
Yeah, he did. So we'll see. That's Bad Blood.
Just
5 matches,
exciting.
3 hours, 3.5 hours.
They got that first word right. Bad.
Hopefully, fingers crossed, we come back here next week and we're like, oh, that was an amazing show. Please don't disappoint us,
I'm not
Triple
holding my
H.
breath. No.
Please do not disappoint us, Triple H. You were on Fraud Watch and you bounced back, but if this one doesn't go well, we might be putting you back on Fraud
Let
Watch.
me rephrase that. More disappointing blood. Not
Yeah,
bad,
there you go.
but disappointing blood.
Mild blood.
Neutral blood. Yeah, blood.
Great blood. Blood's great.
Oh, shit.
Oh man. Yeah, so we'll see next week. Hopefully we'll have some excitement from the fallout, but I don't know. I'm not feeling too good about it. It'll be entertaining, but it's just weird and dumb. They dropped the ball on a lot of things. So
Matches would help.
yeah,
At
yeah,
least one more, because that way you can
yeah,
space it out more. Should have had Jay
yeah.
versus Braun and give Braun a longer reign. You could have done something. Also, we'll get into that because I know we got to get into the weekly show because there's something I want to get into about in the weekly shows. NXT, awesome.
Yes,
We'll get into that.
yes.
I need to get to Raw. So, are we done with disappointing blood?
Yeah, we're
'Cause
done. We're done.
okay.
We're done with mild blood.
I'm already not. They better swerve the heck out of us when it comes to Braun Breaker. Because if he's going directly to challenge Gunther after that, no. Because we know Braun's not winning.
Yeah.
That's also a waste.
Mm-hmm. Agreed.
So
Agreed.
I'm feeling like I'm not saying I'm right, but like I'm on the right track on how Braun's booking is going to get confusing after losing the Intercontinental title. Because that little moment he had with Gunther backstage, it's like, hey, like he just looks at him and is like, yeah, I'm a badass, coming for you, like kind of signifying that he's going to come for Gunther. And I'm like, we doing this now?
I don't know why I'm happy Jay won, but I'm hoping that I still believe Brian Breaker will be able to recover from that loss. But I don't think throwing him into a feud with Gunther is the right way to go about it. That's the wrong direction.
And
Don't
also,
do that.
he just
He
gets
can't.
past the rematch of his Intercontinental title.
Yeah. So they can't just elevate him to Gunther just to lose.
No.
We did get Rollins' return, which I'm very happy about.
Which means your theory of Braun and Bronson making a tag team.
Yeah, as put.
Yeah.
it was wishful thinking. It was
Yeah.
wishful thinking. I'm always we're starting to get our roles here.
Mhm.
Tay's the hot take.
Yep.
Um, I'm the fantasy booker, and you're kind of in the middle.
Yeah.
You're
I
kind of in
have
the
hot
middle.
takes, and
You
I'm
have
the
hot
fantasy
takes, and
book.
yeah, yeah. So those are our roles. I like to dream big with these scenarios. Tay is just like, no, that sucks.
No.
And then Cameron's like, I
Yeah.
mean, it could be good, but
Yeah.
it could not be good.
It sucks. Kind of sucks too. It's like I'm in the
So
middle.
yeah, yeah. So I am happy Seth Rollins is back. Um, we'll have the Bronson Reed and him have a match probably at Crown Jewel.
Yep.
Um,
Miz turn heel again.
yep, yep,
Which, sorry for our truth.
yeah. I mean, did anything else noteworthy?
Katana Chance and Caden Carter are back, but they had a very awkward promo, and it was almost like they were actually like legitimately trying to beat up Pure Fusion Collective, because that was kind of rough. I was like, this is kind of sloppy. What are we doing here? Also, where y'all been? Because I
Right.
kind of forgot. I kind of forgot they were gone. We talk about the women's tag division kind of being forgettable, and I forget that they were.
It's a dang shame. It's
It
a
is.
dang shame.
It is. Yeah, but other than that,
Um,
nothing on Raw.
yeah, nothing crazy or really noteworthy. We're definitely gonna get we talked about it a little bit. New Day breakup is in the works still. Um, still sad about that. I am excited. I hope fingers crossed that when they do this split, they do Xavier justice. Please actually push him properly. Don't just give him. Yeah, you're right. Yeah,
It's
they're not.
Giovanni Vinci.
Yeah, he got video packages and vignettes and everything, and he's lost to Apollo.
Yeah, like they're gonna
So
give Xavier probably a win over Kofi on Raw because they're not doing this on pay-per-view.
yeah,
And then nothing. Like I said, like the New Day breaking up is just I
it's
don't want to
heartbreaking.
say this. It's heartbreaking. It's also I'm scared it's going to lead to Xavier or Kofi's release because they'll have nothing for them. And I feel like it's more Xavier's because Kofi's been there so long.
Yeah.
That's when I'm like just really. Then again, with up, down, down, that is a big money maker.
Oh yeah,
But I
good
feel like they
point.
push
Yeah.
him more. It may even lead to Kofi just retiring because he's like, you know what, I've done it all. Let me just put over my brother, and then I'm just gonna retire. And if that happens, I'm gonna cry. 'Cause I love me some
I
Kofi
will be
Kingston.
crying too. I will be crying most definitely. Kofi has been we've seen Kofi from the beginning since he debuted in ECW at the time.
Jamaican.
Yeah. Jamaican me crazy.
Jamaican me crazy.
Yeah, so
Trouble in
hopefully
Paradise.
let's hope that he doesn't. This is the fantasy booking in me. I'm still gonna in the back of my head hope that this leads to a Big E return to
Yes.
mend them back together. Um but I don't know. I'm scared. I'm scared, bro.
I'm heartbroken already. Like every time I see it, I'm like, why are we doing this? We literally just broke up. Awesome Truth. Now we're about to have another tag team break. Like you don't have enough tag team. Like I got WWE 2K, and it's like, yo, there's like no tag teams in here. I have to like
At all.
make some. And yeah, it's like it's like 6 months behind, but still, there's like no tag teams. Like you have
Another
who's gonna take
speaking of
these tag titles?
tag wrestling,
I'm getting mad.
I watched I watched Survivor Series 2002 the other day, and just that triple threat tag match. I'm like, we need this type of tag when we had main eventers in these feuds and in these tag teams, they
Yep.
may have been makeshift, but
Mhm.
they made us care about them because they cared about them. Like,
Yeah.
it's so simple. The formula is there. Like, you have it. You have the formula. And despite the fact that the belts were playing hot potato, it was still like entertaining. Like, we were wondering who were gonna be the next tag team champions.
And
It's so simple.
you make these new tag belts, and then you give them to Finn and you. You don't have
When
Finn and JD defend them for like 3 or 4 months. They defended once, and now you have. Who are they gonna lose it to? The LWO? No, they're not losing to LWO. They're not losing. Obviously, they're not losing it back to Awesome Truth because they're broken up. AOP, you're not gonna go from a heel team to a heel team. Who is the New
who's
Day would
there?
have been at least kind of like cool. Like okay, one more ride off in the sunset. Who do you have? Are you gonna team up Braun Strowman with somebody random? Because he has 2 tag title reigns, and one of them was with a 10-year-old kid. Right. I'm getting accurate.
I'm right there with you, bro. And watching that Survivor Series match reminded me, like, the blueprint is there. Like, you guys, it's a very simple. The the singles wrestlers that you're not doing anything with, just put them in a tag team and
Yes.
make them like want to be tag team champions. Like, it's easy. It's very easy.
It's because Triple H was mad that SmackDown was beating the ratings with the SmackDown 6. Triple H was mad because he's like, I'm the world champion on Raw. I should be getting the big ratings. It's like, nah. Check
Nah,
out SmackDown though. We
nah.
got Rey
Check
Mysterio.
out, yeah.
We
I'm
got
gonna watch
cruiserweights.
SmackDown. Mm-hmm.
But
It sucks, but I'm still hopeful that tag wrestling will be back
I,
in the near future.
because there's no
So, I mean, we've
American
got
made.
we've got the triple threat ladder match tomorrow. I
Yeah,
mean,
I just want somebody besides the Bloodline to win. Like have Roman cost the Bloodline the tag titles. I don't care if it's DIY. I don't care if it's the Street Profits. Just somebody different.
yeah,
I'm tired of the Bloodline, the new Bloodline, the Bloodline 2.0, the Bloodline 2 Electric Boogaloo. I'm tired of it. Shit, shit.
they bled out by now.
Yes. Then we could get. I don't care if we get Pretty Deadly as a tag team champions next month. Give me something different.
Something new. Yeah, it's something new. And Pretty Deadly as tag champions, they would be entertaining.
They would
They would be extremely entertaining.
I would laugh even if you put Baron Corbin and Apollo Crews. I mean, it wouldn't be cool, but it'd be better than the Bloodline every
It'd
5 minutes.
be something different. It'd be something different.
It's
I
like
mean,
the Judgment
on
Day
Raw,
meme.
at least maybe we'll get the Creed Bros.
You gotta have you can't have a heel team beat a heel team. It's just, and
Well,
I
I'm
don't
not
want
saying
them to
they'll
be the
win the
Wyatt
titles, but at
Six.
least they can be in the tag team title picture.
Yeah, because you can't.
To-
Wyatt Six, they should not win anything like tag title wise. Like
no, they don't need titles at all.
So where have they been?
Yeah,
They beat Chad
yeah.
Gable. Yeah, we're done.
Oh, a question for you.
So
We're seeing the AJ return tomorrow. What do you think they're gonna do with him? Because I've been trying to think, like, they can't. And does he come back as a heel or a face? Well, obviously, if they're promoting his return, he's probably gonna be a face.
He could swerve us and say, "Yeah, no, I didn't miss you guys." Also, his heel turn when he came back, that heel turn made no sense. It was like, why?
Why, bro?
Why are we doing this? Why? Like AJ Styles can work as a heel, but like it just came out of nowhere. He was gone for so long. He returns. He's buffed up, but he changed his outfit, which I didn't like that. That didn't look good. Just
he had to be more edgy.
Yeah, and it's like, why are we doing this? Come on now.
And by edgy, just put on some black jeans and a belt, and now he's edgy.
Yeah, and then we changed his theme song.
Yeah, that too, which I'm still upset about.
Yeah. They need to get the rights to to his old TNA theme song at this point because that
Yeah,
was
they
fire.
do. Yeah.
Get ready to fly. Like that was like, yo, I kind of want to go flying. But it's
Yeah, what are they gonna do? What are they gonna do with them?
so are they gonna? I hope they don't put him in the feud with LA Knight because
No,
that feud
no, they
made
don't
no
need that.
sense. Don't put him in a feud with Randy. Don't put him in a feud with Kane. I don't know what you can do with him.
Make team him up with somebody, geez, or something, and they go after the tag
I
titles.
mean, he
Like
only
that.
needs a tag title to become a Triple Crown champion
Exactly. They
and a
should
Grand
do that.
Slam. Yeah,
They should do. They should definitely do that.
but are they?
But they probably won't because I don't know.
You broke up
Uh,
the OC too. Like, yeah, you got Gallows and Anderson in NXT, but Michin's getting beat up by Nia Jax every single week. It's just, gosh, what are we doing here?
it's really just SmackDown, bro. Like that.
It's kind of
They're
Raw too.
yeah.
Yeah,
But at least Raw has no bloodline element there, but they have the Judgment Day element. So I guess it's yeah.
it's
I just need something new and exciting. We got a dumpster match uh, coming up. That's gonna be interesting.
oh wait,
Um,
Viking Raiders. That's who can take the tag titles from.
oh yeah,
Um,
man, Eric's been hurt but is he
yeah, because
cleared to come back?
that's what those vignettes are for. They're both
Yeah,
hurt because
yeah.
one has a back injury and the other one has something else. Eric and I are. Why is Eric? Oh, Eric's on NXT's thing. I'm looking at the WWE thing. Eric has a neck injury. Yeah, they're gonna come back. Maybe we have Jimmy cost the Bloodline the tag titles. That's wishful thinking.
Yeah,
Um,
we do need to see a Jimmy return,
we do.
or that might just happen to have bad blood.
Yeah,
But
yeah, that's kind of I'm not gonna. Oh, it's not a waste, but um,
I don't know.
I don't know.
I don't
And
know. It's well, yeah, yeah. It's a lot of stupidity right now in WWE. So wrestling is cool again, but it's also disappointing at the same time because they're not doing things that make a lot of sense.
literally looking at this like the only face team that can really take out the Judgment Day are the Viking Raiders, because that is about the only one that makes sense. Unless the Motor City Machine Guns get to Raw or SmackDown, but I feel like they're saving them for NXT.
Yeah.
Which is cool because the way that hopefully the tag title match there ends is that Fraxium and the one in St. Louis that I'm going to be at, Fraxium retains the tag titles, and then Motor City Machine Guns show up because
Oh, that would
I'm
be
not going to
fire.
lie, I will be geeking out.
That would be fire.
I will geek out, but we'll see.
We shall see.
It,
Yeah, I don't think they're I mean NXT we talked about it a little bit.
Yeah.
Uh, but
Julia lost.
Julia did lose. That
That's a
was
thing.
shocking. Trick won.
Trick one. Trick 2 time.
Trick 2 time. And that's pretty much it,
That
honestly.
street
I
fight was
mean,
pretty nice.
yeah. Yeah. So
So the question I had was, what is your favorite and least favorite Hell in a Cell match? Because it's Hell in a Cell.
that's a really good question. See, you come with the great hard hitting question. My favorite, let me think. And if you have yours, you can go ahead while I think.
I got my least favorite, and it's probably Roman versus Brock or Seth versus The Fiend.
Yeah, that was gonna be mine because of the finish.
Yeah, the finish. And I feel like I dislike Roman versus Brock. No, Roman versus Braun like I dislike that one more because it was a Money in the Bank cash in, and then it literally just led to Brock winning the Universal title back because Roman had to, go away because of I think that when he got his leukemia came back. Glad he's okay now, but like it was just like you kind of had it set up perfectly for Braun to win it, and then you said no, we want Brock to win it, and I'm just like, why? I'm sick of this man. Get him off my screen.
Yeah, it's definitely Seth and the Fiend for me, which is neither one of their faults.
It's all Vince.
WWE booking themselves into a corner as
Under that
usual.
stupid red light.
Yeah, that was another terrible decision as well. And whenever he used to wrestle most of his matches in that red light. And I forgot when the first match where they turned it. He didn't have that.
I think it was him versus Daniel Bryan at Survivor Series that year.
Yeah.
Because that was when it was like, that's when we thought we were going to get Brock Lesnar versus Adam Cole versus Bray Wyatt. And they said, no, we're going to put them all three in title matches, which was cool for NXT. The WWE title match, Rey Mysterio versus Brock Lesnar, you already knew Brock wasn't winning that.
Despite the fact that they tried to make it seem like Dom helping him was gonna win the champ.
It's just like every Brock Lesnar match during that point was so predictable.
Like, literally.
Why?
Literally.
Oh, Brock's in the match. Yeah, he wins.
Yeah, I think I'm gonna go least favorite Seth and Fiend Hell in a Cell. Because how do you stop a Hell in a Cell match? How do you call a Hell in a Cell match a no contest? And even the crowd, like just the outroar of boos at the end of that match, like I was like, I would have probably lost my voice booing as well. Because what are we doing?
Yeah, it's like
don't book the match if you don't have a real finish in mind.
Right. Don't put the title in the Fiend.
Exactly.
Especially that early in its debut, like the character's debut.
And then just for him to lose it to Goldberg.
Who then lost it to Braun Strowman. No offense, but that's still weird that that's a WrestleMania match.
Yeah, it was very unfortunate that had to occur. Favorite Hell in a Cell match. Just know it involves The Undertaker.
Yeah.
But I'm just trying to choose which one.
Been 8,000 of them.
Yeah. He's been in a lot. Okay. Close second. Triple H and Batista Vengeance 05. Okay. That's a close second for me. It's up there, I'll say. But Undertaker is involved in my favorite one, but he's been in so many.
Mine is Taker versus Triple H at Mania 28.
I was thinking that too. Yeah.
Because a lot of people will say, oh, it's like mine's like Brock versus Taker. And I'm like, no, because I don't like Brock. That's just a sentence. I just don't like Brock. But I also don't like the fact that he ran through Undertaker in his own match. Like, yeah, the finish is cool. Yeah, Brock standing at the top of Hell in a Cell is cool, but it's just like, it's not.
Which led to Brock dropping the title to Big Show.
Yep.
Which was random
for 4 weeks, and then he lost it to Kurt Angle, thanks to Brock. That was just a waste. It's like, why are we doing this?
Yeah, and that's Big Show's only WWE Championship reign, wasn't it? Or
no, he won it at Survivor. He won both his WWE title reigns at Survivor Series. The first one was at Survivor Series 99.
Oh,
because that's the night Stone Cold got ran over.
Yep.
And then they said, hey, they advertised it up until the last minute. It's going to be Rock, Triple H, and Stone Cold. And then they said, hey, Big Show, you're going to go out there, sweep an entire team, and then win the WWE title tonight. Big Show's like, okay, cool.
Yeah, so to save face, because I'm gonna go Batista and Triple H
Okay.
Vengeance. Yeah, that's probably the one that because the reason that I can recollect that one so well is just how blood stained the ring was
Mm,
at the end of the match.
that's a good one.
Yeah.
I also like second would be Shawn Michaels Taker, the first Hell in a Cell match, just because
Yep. The original.
it tells a story.
Yeah.
Fun fact. I'm gonna throw in some more fun facts because I feel like we missed a couple
TKO
over the
fact
week.
of the day. Yep.
Another one. Um,
Another.
2001 is actually the only year since its inception that did not have a Hell in a Cell match. 2001.
Well, he didn't.
They didn't.
They did not. Wow.
He could have.
Because 2000 was Armageddon, Hell in a Cell.
And No Way Out.
Yeah.
And then 2001 had nothing.
Nothing.
2002 Triple H and Jericho, and then Brock Taker. 03 Triple H and Nash. 04 was Triple H and Shawn Michaels, which is also the only time Shawn Michaels lost in Hell in a Cell. Like I said, I'm getting ready for the quiz show already.
You're killing it, man.
05 Batista and Triple H.
Yep.
And then Taker, Randy Orton, which was actually the first Hell in a Cell match I ever heard about, and it scared the crap out of me because I was like 9 years old, scared of the Undertaker.
That was a really good match too. Taker and Randy.
That match is the reason Bob Orton got fired. It is because Taker didn't know that Bob Orton had Hep B, and Bob Bob had blood bladed, and he got it on Taker, and Taker found out, and he was pissed.
Oh, I'm sure.
Yeah.
I didn't know that.
Yeah.
Oh, wow.
Yeah.
Yep. That'll do it.
Yep. That'll
That'll do, pig. That'll do.
Then it's like, hey Bob, I gotta talk to you. Yeah, you gotta go. But I've been here longer than Taker. I hope WrestleMania. Yeah. But that's the Undertaker. We got your son here. Like, we're cool. You're old. Vince, you're older than me. Yeah, but I'm not going out there yet.
Oh, man.
Wait, what do you mean yet? Just wait till about September next year. September, you have a handicap Hell in a Cell match.
Just because.
Just because. Then Shane, let's get Big Show in this for no reason. Let's involve him. Isn't he the ECW champion? Who cares about ECW?
Right.
Yeah.
Way to build up that third brand, guys.
Like, what? But, and then there are only 3 people who have been in multiple Hell in a Cell matches that are undefeated in them. No, that's wrong. Never mind. I was gonna say it was just KO, Batista, and Brock Lesnar, but it's also Bobby Lashley.
Oh, yeah.
Because they had one and
had random one on Raw.
Yes.
Yeah.
And then Roman Reigns competed on one with Rey Mysterio on SmackDown.
Yep. And that was kind of the reason why they were like, Raw did it, so we got to do it too.
Yeah. Kofi's the only member of the New Day to never compete in Hell in a Cell.
Oh, that's true as well.
Because Big E, which I thought it was weird, but it does make sense. Big E and Xavier, and then the Xavier Bobby Lashley one. That was
random.
Chris Jericho should have been in more than one Hell in a Cell match.
That is his only one.
Yeah. And I honestly thought when
he's been in multiple elimination chambers, but that is his only Hell in a Cell. Wow.
Because when KO and Jericho were teaming up after KO won the Universal title, I was like, you could have easily made this a triple threat Hell in a Cell match, and then kind of start the breakup of KO and Jericho there, where KO accidentally pins Jericho. Like I said, that's really when I was like, yeah, WWE should hire me, because you start the breakup instead of just randomly at the Festival of Jericho or Festival of Friendship. It's so stupid.
A lot of weird booking decisions. We're gonna do the rebooking show real soon.
We need to, because there's so many. I might just make a board and like have people vote on like when it's my episode, I'll just like have a board and just like have like people like vote or like a poll on our Twitter and just have people vote. And it's like
Yeah,
which one should I do first? So
there is so many that need to be redone. And maybe we'll be adding a couple more to the list after Saturday.
oh, Bad
So
Blood, yeah, that I don't get. I'm already saying we should have rebooked it. 2 Hell in a Cell
yeah, well, I
matches.
was gonna
Give
say
us another match.
we already have the rebooking process started, so we're ready for the fallout.
Throw a
So we
tag
can
match
rebook.
on there. And not just nope, we're not getting into that. We're done with Hell. We're done with Bad Blood.
We're done. We're done. Yep. Moving
Next time
on.
we talk about
Oh,
it, will be next week.
we got new titles on NXT. What do you think about them?
They're okay.
Yeah, I was gonna say they didn't really, blow my mind or anything. They're not too different from what we had before.
Black and Silver. I've heard that they're making women's mid card for the main roster.
That would be great.
I just hope they don't do the NXT route where they just take the men's title and make it the women's version. So like the women's Intercontinental title and the women's United States title.
No, they don't need to do that.
They don't.
They need to be unique and original.
Mm.
Stop being lazy,
Yes.
WWE.
Stop taking the men's belt and just changing the strap white. Stop doing that.
Yeah, that's not. You have a creative team for a reason. Get creative.
What do they pay you for?
What do they pay you guys for? I don't know, but creativity obviously isn't it, because
Nope.
you guys are lacking. So I guess that's a good way to end the show. Unfortunately, it was a disappointing. We've been disappointed majority of this episode. So hopefully, fingers crossed, next week we can have something exciting to talk about.
Yeah.
With Bad Blood Fallout and maybe some titles change hands. I doubt it, but
Hopefully my voice isn't too hoarse from NXT.
oh yeah, and you'll get to talk about the NXT experience in person. So
Yeah.
yeah, and hopefully Tay will be back with us next week. And we'll be at full strength. So, any last questions, comments, concerns, threats, not directed towards me.
Bad Blood should have been better. Should have had 2 Hell in a Cell matches. Hell, at this point, you could have just made the whole show Hell in a Cell. I'd be okay with that at this point.
I definitely would have been fine with that. And there would have been justification for each match on the card. So
the only one maybe is Nia and Bailey.
And Bailey, but
So
there's still history there. So they could have fooled us, but no, we're just gonna have one Hell in a Cell match, and then it'll be dangling above the ring for the remainder of the 2-hour pay-per-view, or 3.5 hour total, I should say. So, yeah, disappointing. I'm not too happy. Bring tag wrestling back is my last comment. Make it great again, because the formula is there. It's very simple. Just do it. Like, we don't care about the tag team titles right now because of you guys. So it's a very simple fix. If you need some help, let us know.
Yep. We'll do it.
So,
for a very lower rate too.
Yeah, you don't even have to pay us a lot.
I was gonna say that. That's just that. You don't even have to pay us. Like, no, they gotta pay us.
No, you gotta pay us, just not a lot, because we have jobs right now. So,
yeah.
But it would be, you can take us out of our jobs and pay us very well. I would love that, but wishful thinking. Maybe one day.
Wishful thinking. That's the fantasy booking.
There you go. But Cam, let them know where to find us once again.
2 Count Kickout on Twitter and YouTube. But if you're on YouTube, you're already here. So, we're your favorite podcast. Like I said last time, and I'm going to keep saying it. We're your favorite podcast. Not a question. It's a statement. Tell your friends, your family, and your friendly neighborhood hobos about your favorite podcast. Come on now.
Don't forget the hobos. If you see
only the friendly ones, the mean ones.
Yeah, don't. If they're weird and kind of scary, don't tell them. While you're giving them that $1 or that McDouble you picked up because you're just a good person, let them know, hey, Do you like wrestling? I know this great podcast. They're awesome. They know their stuff
Mm-hmm.
and they're funny. So, you know, watch them. And like Cameron said, we're your favorite podcast. You just are. So
We don't make the rules.
we
Yes,
don't
tell
make the
you what it
rules
is.
or book the matches, unfortunately. But
We should do one of those two.
yeah. All right.
All
Well,
right.
until next week, y'all be easy and we're out.